Tonight's panel, advertising entrepreneur Dave Buonaguidi. Advertising entrepreneur Dave Buonaguidi. And welcome to You're Fired. You saw the presentation, you saw some of the work they're doing. I mean, in general, were you shocked by the events of tonight's show?
The row when you were walking through the centre of the office, I remember seeing that.
Was
live.
that the talk of the office?
We had business stopped for about 3 weeks. We just no, but it was interesting because obviously a modern business tries to be very collaborative, and I think when we saw that row, I think that's probably the first time I've ever seen a row public in our office before. So it was quite weird. I mean, you know, the whole team dynamic needs everybody to pull together and back each other up, and I think you did faff. And I don't agree with you when you were talking about, you know, sometimes you need to take time to make these decisions. When you've got time, when you've got a certain amount of time, you have to hit those targets. You were 2 hours late for a meeting, and as an entrepreneur, 2 hours late, that kind of messed you up for everything else afterwards is pretty unacceptable. But she could have been a little bit more, she could have been a lot more supportive, but you could have pushed back, and I think it just all collapsed under itself, really. It was all so civilised, and they were all so nice to each other, but then, what's the wink for? Are they going to have sex? Because that, whichever eye it is, normally insinuates something good's going to happen.
It does. Going down a totally different path before the market research came in.
The thing would have been interesting to give them insights into what is the difference between your brand and anybody else's brand. Why would they want to go there instead of anybody else's? And you didn't go with insights, you just went there with ideas, and that's a different thing.
He makes stuff up professionally for a living. That's his job. He lies all the time. Yeah, he could be lying right now about lying for a living. We don't know. He's a strange man to bring on in some ways. He could just make up stuff. We've no idea. I don't even know if that's his real name.
I wouldn't choose a name like that.
Yeah, who would be Buonaguidi? But it sounds cool. See what you did. Yeah. Nice. Okay, Jason, I
think it's been brilliant. I think he's a real character. I think you've got lots of integrity. I think you could have done a lot more to help yourself, but I think you're a thoroughly decent chap.
Very kind, thank you.
Yeah, go on. You get mascaraed up like and act like a freak in a park. That's not like the key to success.
I misheard it when he said, I'm Herbert. I thought he said, I'm a pervert. Perfectly plausible.
On an advertising level, by the way, that ad?
I'll tell you what was nice. At least it had an insight that was very real. About bad dates. It had the most memorable aspect of it all, which was Herbert. Personally, I mean, it was a pretty cruddy idea, but at least they went for it.
Who do you think is going to make the final? Those who are left.
I like Miles.
Yeah.
He's beautiful.
He's ripped as well.
He's ripped.
He is ripped.
He lives in Monaco. He's everything I wish I was.
Anyone else?
Leah. I'd like her to win. I think she's... I like her drive and her ambition. I think she could learn a lot, and I suppose that's the whole process of this whole thing, as we all try and work out what we can get better at, but I think she's got a really interesting nugget.
You're fired.
Baby. He's still filming.